The first thing you want to do is go into Lead Manager, email templates. And the first thing I want to do here is set up my annual template, my annual New Year's. And so I want to start a new template. So I just click up Add New. I'm going to title it Annual Home or Neighborhood Review and Happy New Year is the name I'm going to pick. You guys can pick anything you want to say. In here, I'm going to say contact first name in my subject line. So I'm going to copy this up into here. And Happy New Year and Annual Neighborhood Summary from Dale Stauffer. So a couple of things I'm doing here is I'm putting in their name so it's to them. They know what it is. And I'm putting in my name in the subject line so they can see that from their inbox. So the chances of me having my message deleted goes down when you put that information in the email subject. Then here where it says contact first name, I'm just going to put a comma in here and then say Happy New Year. And below, below is the link to your annual neighborhood summary. You'll find all homes sold around your home in the past 12 months. And then I put in what's called the alert link. So I go back into my merge tags and I have to come down to what says alert link and I drop that in. So this is sufficient for what I want it to do. You guys, obviously, you have the ability to put in any content you want. The critical piece is filling out the email subject. You also want to title it. And then you want to put in the contact first name because this will allow you to use it for anyone in your database. And then this alert link, if you don't put this alert link in, they won't get the annual summary. So they'll wonder what's going on, it's broke, etc. So make sure you put in the alert link. And where I got that was from my merge tags up here. Okay. Okay. So next over here, email template type, I'm going to call it content. And then I'm putting it in as a couple of other things for things I work with. And then I add template. But the most important one you want to select is content, because this is a content type email template. Okay, next, I want to go into the campaign builder and select a contact. So I can either select a contact or put a new contact in. So I'm just going to go pick Dale. Let's just use this Dale and see who shows up. Now, if I have a contact address in this contact, when I click contact address, it'll pick an address for, that's in my specific contact record. Once I see it, then I have to go down and highlight the address powered by Google. And then I can pick the radius distance from 1/4 to 3 miles out. Often half mile is good enough. And then I add that. So there's my search for my address. Now, listing status, all I want to do is select closed and then days back closed 365. So now I'm going back 1 full year, a half a mile radius around this address. That's how it sets up. So let's see what the results look like. So I have 61 properties that were sold within a half a mile of this house over the past year. And if I go look at show map, draw polygon, there is my concentration. So one of the things that I could then do is either I could just leave this as is and be off to the next contact. If I wanted to get real specific, I could narrow this down to the subdivision that this particular property belongs to. So I could make that change. And if I do that, I would just select Sierra Tempe, add that as my subdivision name. And then if I view search results, now I'm down to 19 properties. I look at that on the map and I'm just in the specific neighborhood. One of the cool things that if you use the radius search, it actually can help you zoom in very quickly to get to a neighborhood where you can then draw a polygon if you didn't want to use the subdivision search, because not all subdivision searches are appropriate, especially if you have a really big subdivision. This particular subdivision isn't very big, so using the Sierra Tempe subdivision works. And then I'm just going to get rid of my radius search because I don't need it. So view search results again. Now I have 22 properties that are in the Sierra Tempe neighborhood. So if I open that back up, it picked up, I think it probably picked up this one here or something. So anyway, that's sufficient for me for what I want to send out. Then I come out here and I say campaign title, annual Sierra Tempe neighborhood summary. Here I select once a year. I don't want to send it now. I want to send it at 8 a.m. on January 1st, 2021. I don't want to put an end date, nor do I want to do instant updates because I'm not sending active listings on this search. I'm only sending sold listings on an annual basis for this person's neighborhood. Moving down, branding is from me. This is a market update. So make sure you select market update. And then I want to pick the email template. And since I put the new one in there, there it is, annual neighborhood review and Happy New Year. Now, notice when you see this, I didn't put any happy 2021. I didn't put in any dates. So really, I don't have to touch this next year or the year after or the year after or the year after. This will continue to work. So once I put it into play once, I don't have to touch it again. And then I just click Save Campaign. So that's how you set this up. And then if I do this for 100 contacts, I'll have 100 people getting this on January 1. So let's go back up to the top and let's pick a different contact. So I will go with Matt. So I have a Matt Emmanuel. Same thing. Now this guy he doesn't have, I don't have a full address in there for him. So I can't use my radius tool unless I type in his address. I don't really know his address. So I have to kind of know where he lives. So if I go down to now he lives out in Mesa, and just for the sense of the demonstration, I'm going to
Bien, Raúl.
He lives in
ya
the
tengo el
Groves,
papel firmado.
and we're muting all. Mute all. Okay. So he lives out in the Groves. So in this case, I'm going to draw a polygon of the Groves. So I get my polygon drawn, and let's just say that's the Groves. I don't know if it's the Groves. If anybody knows the Groves, don't hold that against me, but that is what I'm going to do for him. Now, I'm going to get rid of that subdivision. I'm still 30-day or 365, listing status closed, annual, the Groves, neighborhood summary. I come down, this is all set. I don't have to do this again. All I have to do in this case is make sure his address is right. And then I change this to, actually, I don't have to change anything here. This is all ready to go. And all I have to do is hit save campaign. So I could go to the next contact and do it again. So I can whip through these contacts pretty quick. Let's go back to Dale again. So if I pick one of these Dales and I use contact address, there's their address. So I select that, I add that, get rid of this polygon, view search results, and boom, I got 57 properties within a half a mile of this particular address. And then I just come down here, and I could, in this case, I could say something annual Vera Lane. So in the case where you don't necessarily want to name the whole subdivision, but I want to make it so that it's something that this person recognizes, I could come in and say annual Vera Lane neighborhood. And then I could actually come down into here and say Happy New Year and your Vera Lane annual neighborhood review or summary from Dale Stauffer. So now this person knows, oh, this is my street. It's from me as the agent, and it's got their name. Good chance this is not going to get deleted. And then I just hit save campaign, and boom, it's off and running. So that's how you set up a annual CMA, quote unquote, summary for a neighborhood for one of your contacts.